Thank you, Mr. Garagiola. Next, please welcome our Juris Doctor and LLM Program's Convocation speaker, Mrs. Cindy Hensley McCain, Chairman of the Board of the McCain Institute for International Leadership at Arizona State University. Here, she oversees the organization's focus on advancing character-driven global leadership based on security, economic opportunity, freedom, and human dignity. She is also the chairman of her family's business, Hensley Beverage Company, which is one of the largest Anheuser-Busch distributors in the nation. Cindy Hensley McCain has dedicated her life to improving the lives of those less fortunate throughout the world and is the wife of the late U.S. Senator John McCain. Please welcome Mrs. Cindy Hensley McCain.
Thank you for inviting me to join you on this special day in these unusual times. An online convocation in the midst of a pandemic is a novel but still auspicious occasion. The achievements we recognize today are just as commendable as those celebrated in more ordinary times, maybe even more so given the challenges the pandemic has posed for students. It's a genuine privilege to add my voice to the chorus of congratulations to the Sandra Day O'Connor College of Law's class of 2020. And to share a little bit of your and your family's joy. You have acquired a quality education in the law, which demanded considerable effort on your part. You deserve all the nice things people will say to you today. And when a more traditional commencement is held after public health care concerns abate. But today, I get to be one of the first to say to you, well done, and thank you for that privilege. These are unusual times, marked by unprecedented disruptions in our way of life, by confusion and anxiety, by a sense that is so much that is familiar and reassuring has been lost and might be a long time in recovering. Whatever your hopes and plans were before earning your law degree have likely been affected to some extent. But have faith, your aspirations remain attainable. Pandemic or not, we're still living in the land of opportunity under the rule of law. You will have time and opportunity to put your academic attainments, your intellect, and industry to good use. I have no doubt about that. This might sound like a tired cliche, but I hope many of you use the knowledge and skills you acquired here to make the world better. First and foremost, because the world really needs your help. But also because nothing else you do in your life will be more satisfying than helping to make life better for others. There is nothing more liberating in life, my husband used to say, than serving a cause greater than your self-interest, a cause that might encompass you, but is not defined by your existence alone. John believed in serving worthy causes. It brought a happiness far greater than pleasure. And goodness knows he lived experiences to prove it. Of all of his accomplishments, all of his adventures, all of his battles, won and lost, the thing that brought him the most satisfaction was defending the cause he cared about the most, respect for the dignity of all human beings possess in equal measure, no matter the circumstances they live in. He was never happier than when he was helping the good guys fight the bad guys to help the little guys. I hope many of you will lend your talents to making the world more peaceful, more just, more prosperous for others, and more respectful of human dignity. You will have many opportunities to do so. There are more summons to service in the world than there are takers. In a world plagued by war and poverty and injustice, a world with so many suffering children and so many other urgent missions, anyone can find a good cause that enlarges your own sense of worth and purpose. Life is an exciting adventure to John, him to all of it, even the bad times, and he wanted us to live our lives that way too. Be useful, he used to tell our kids when they asked him what they should do with their lives. Be useful. I wish you all the success in whatever endeavors you pursue, whatever journeys you make, wherever your interests and curiosity and hearts take you. I wish you a life of usefulness and active conscience to guide you. When John was a prisoner of war, his captors offered to let him go home if he would confess that he had fought in an illegal war and condemned the government that had sent him there. He refused the offer once, twice, and a third time. After that, he was beaten until they broke his resistance, and he made the confession that they had demanded, though he refused to go home before any of his fellow POWs. Before they resorted to those extreme measures, the political officer who had authority over the POW camps tried to entreat him into accepting their offer by assuring him no one would know of his disloyalty. They would keep it a secret. "But I would know," John responded. "I would know." A loud conscience is the most precious thing any person can possess. We all fail sometimes to be the kind of people we ought to be, some of us more than others. But the voice in your head that shouts, "I will know," will summon us back to the right path. It spares us the misery of selfishness and a wasted life useful to no one but ourselves. These are strange and anxious times, but the promise of a better day remains. When we learn from our mistakes, put to good use our achievements, our talents, our knowledge, follow our conscience, and make another, better world than the one we inherited. You are the beginning of useful, satisfying lives. I envy you, and I thank you for the privilege and the pleasure of sharing this occasion with you. Good luck to all of you. Thank you.